Good evening. I am Stephen Bishop, the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2016 High School Equivalency Graduation Ceremony of Ozarks Technical Community College. Dr. Hal Higdon, our Chancellor, is unable to be here tonight, but he sends his best wishes to all our graduates. To all of the families and friends of our graduates, thank you for helping us celebrate this important event in the lives of our graduates. We are all proud to recognize the success of our students and to honor them tonight. Joining me on the stage this evening is our speaker, Ms. Ashley Smith, who I'll introduce more completely in a few minutes. I am pleased to welcome several honored guests to tonight's ceremony as well. Joining me on the stage are the Board of Trustees of Ozarks Technical Community College. From left to right, they are Mr. Chip Shepard, the Chairman of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Howard Fisk, Ms. Jennifer Canale, Mr. Larry Snyder, and Mr. John Gentry. I am grateful for the time and commitment they bring to the college and for their presence at tonight's ceremony. Please recognize them with a round of applause. The instructors and staff of the Adult Education and Literacy program of the college have been critical to the educational success of our graduates. Tonight, I would like to give a special recognition to Celie Webb, our lead Adult Education and Literacy instructor, who is retiring after 30 years with the college. Celie, please stand up. Again, welcome to this evening's ceremony, and thank you for coming. I would like to welcome to the podium our Chairman of the Ozarks Technical College Board of Trustees, Mr. Chip Shepard.
Thank you. Well, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, welcome to your graduation. Your hard work and commitment to your education is to be admired, and we are very proud of all of you for reaching this goal. We are all privileged to be a part of this college and this community and this country. For all of us here tonight, continuing to learn from trusted sources like OTC benefits you, your family, your community, and our country. What you have learned at Ozarks Technical Community College about yourself and about the basic foundational educational tools everyone should have will serve you the rest of your life and also serve your family. You're an inspiration to your family and friends, some of whom may now be more determined than ever to follow your lead. Please encourage them to do so. Congratulations and Godspeed to all of you.
The 2016 High School Equivalency Graduation speaker is Ashley Smith. Mrs. Smith attained her high school equivalency 4 years ago. That same year, she started classes at Ozarks Technical Community College, taking a full load of college classes while working at JCPenney's in customer service. During her time at OTC, she enrolled in computer science tech classes, a field of study that is considered non-traditional for women. She also gained experience in the field by working part-time for the OTC Computer Networking Department. Next month, Ms. Smith will graduate from OTC with an associate's degree in networking and already has a full-time job at OTC, working as a network hardware technician. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Ashley Smith. Please help me welcome her to the podium.
Board of Trustees, Dr. Bishop, OTC faculty and staff, honored graduates, family, and friends. I like to just say, wow. It is amazing to be standing here today. This is a big day. Today I just wanted to share a story with you I'm sure you all can relate to. It's about a girl who thought that all her life dreams were lost for good. Now, as a kid, she had big dreams for herself. Those dreams got her through a lot of hard times while she was young. Growing up, she worked hard to get straight A's and followed all the rules. She even had a 4-year scholarship in place for college. She listened to everything she was told. Then life became really stressful for her. She started to struggle. She felt like her close friends abandoned her. I'm sure so many of you have felt the same way. Because of the stress, she developed a heart condition. It even took a year before the doctors could diagnose what it was. By that time, she was entering her senior year in high school, but because of her heart condition, she had to drop out. She ended up having surgery, but once that was done, she was able to put herself back into school. Unfortunately, at this point, everything had changed for her. She was living on her own in a new town. The family she grew up with had moved away to a new state. She was just starting to get to know some of her estranged family, so she decided to move to a new town with her boyfriend instead, just so she can stay close to them. Honestly, she was just too scared to move to a new state. I'm sure there were some of you that had to move during your school years, felt that similar fear. But that's just part of life, right? Facing uncertainty is very scary. Well, towards the end of attending a new school while living on her own, which is a challenge on its own, she got an opportunity to visit her father and her little sister for the second time since she was 6 years old. During what was supposed to be a joyful time, more bad things seemed to happen to her. Life was trying to knock her down again. She ended up stuck hundreds of miles away from home with nothing but what she'd brought with her on her visit. Of course, she was scared, but she started 2 new jobs just so she could take care of herself. After some time, she had a couple of friends and eventually got into another relationship, even though her father disapproved of it. I'm sure some of your parents felt the same way about a relationship or 2 of yours. If only we listened to them, right? After 2 years, the relationship had gone sour. But who hasn't experienced relationship issues? She wanted to get back into school. It had always made her feel better about herself. But she couldn't. Her boyfriend wanted to do it with her as well, but sadly, his job prevented any chance of doing so. I'm sure some of you at one point in time felt like you didn't have time to get back to school. We all had to work to pay the bills. Towards the end of her relationship, she started to fear being around others. Anytime somebody would look at her, he would get so upset with her. Her boyfriend made her feel sorry for him throughout their relationship, made himself out to be a victim of life. Because of that, she wanted to make life better for him. She pretty much did anything he requested without even thinking about it. This person ended up being very abusive, mostly emotionally, but abuse is abuse. Sadly, I'm sure there are several of you here that has experienced some degree of abuse in your life. He would drink and say the worst things to her, made her feel like the worst person in the world. Not much longer, he had made enough bad decisions with the people in the small town they had lived in, and it had become time for them to move. She instantly became happy when she was able to talk him into moving closer to home. With the help of her mom, it became possible. After all that she's been through, she looks forward to seeing and being with her mom. Isn't it nice when our mothers are there for us when we truly need them? Let's take a second, and if your parents and guardians are here today, let's just give them their much-deserved appreciation with a round of applause. Once the move was finished, things seemed to get better at first, probably because she got to see her family that she hasn't seen in over 5 years. Again, with the help of her mom, she was able to sign up for school and begin getting her dream back. Her boyfriend had no more excuses to give her, so they both went. She felt so good about getting back to school. She had to get her high school equivalency, though, like all of you here, since she had never officially finished high school. The school let her begin her college career as long as she earned her equivalency diploma before the semester was over, and that's exactly what she did. Things were looking good for her. She was getting back up from life's curveball. She was finally accepted at work permanently instead of temporarily, and she was in school. Life was good. It's nice when life works out and things go the way they're supposed to, even if for just a bit, wouldn't you say? It was time for her and her boyfriend to get their own place and continue living their adult lives. Then the fighting and the misery started all over again. It got to the point she'd rather be at school or work than she did at home. It got even worse when his family moved in with them. She was to the point she just wanted to give up on everything. There's a point for all of us, I'm sure, where we all just want to give up. This is too hard to deal with, so why bother, right? She thought she was meant to be with this guy and almost made the decision to quit everything just to stay home so that she didn't have to deal with risking others interfering with her life. Still thinking it was all the people around her instead of the person that she was with, like before her move. Stress was high. Life was a dark blur to her because on top of everything, she had just had her second miscarriage with the guy. Darkness surrounded her. She decided to talk to somebody a little bit about her situation at home. No major details. She knew she would sound ridiculous for being in her situation to others. It was embarrassing. She didn't think they would truly understand. I'm sure some of you have been in a situation that you believed who advised otherwise just wouldn't truly understand. How could they? Her advisor from Breaking Traditions encouraged her to keep in school and continue doing what she loved. She decided to not give up just yet. She also encouraged her to see a counselor for more help if she wanted to talk more. She told her that she would, but knew that she couldn't. She convinced herself that she didn't need to anyway. But she had seen where pushing through hard times has gotten her so far. Even though she felt like her world was ending, she kept on doing what she had to do. After her talk, she decided to take a psychology class at OTC that sounded like it would be helpful to her. It helped her understand a lot of things that she was experiencing. After what she learned in this class, she finally decided to take a stand, see if things would change for the better. She moved back in with her mother, just her this time. She wanted to see if her boyfriend would change for her like she did for him. After a few months of less stress and doing better in school, though she was still dealing with the challenges of resolving her relationship issues, she felt a little happier. She didn't know it yet, but the only resolution to her problem was to get rid of the cause being her boyfriend. But she was finally starting to put the pieces together. The day finally came that changed her life for the better. It was the last day she went to see her boyfriend. They had woken up for the day and started fighting, and he started fighting with her over nothing. He was just fighting with her. Things finally made sense to her. She looked at him as he pinned her down, and she said, "I no longer feel sorry for you. It's over for good." And he just looked at her with defeat in his eyes. She had a sense of freedom. In the end, she went through her shock into reality phase. It took her a while to get over all the things she finally realized that she went through. She felt ridiculous for not seeing it in the beginning. She finally got her break. The bad seemed to just disappear. She had new, amazing friends. She found someone that treats her the way people should treat one another. And now she has a beautiful daughter that she works hard to set a good example for. I'm sure for many of you here, your motivation is to set a good example for your children. She's about to get her associate's degree in a challenging yet very fun field. She even earned a full-time job in her career field a semester and a half before her graduation. She saw a board with markers that asked, "What are you most proud of for graduation?" She wrote, "Not letting life get me down. I'm graduating." She still struggles with the challenges of life, but she enjoys living it. You may have figured it out already, but this is my story. I wanted to share it with you because I want you all to know that no matter how hard life gets or what road life takes you down, it's important to not give up on your dreams. This relationship has been my biggest lesson in life. I hope to spread the message that life happens. Things don't go as planned. It can be for many reasons. I had a lot of help while being here at OTC. My advisor with Breaking Traditions, Michelle, has been there with me through it all. She kept me on track, especially when I wasn't doing very well. She's an amazing advisor. My teachers, Mr. Brown, Mr. Pope, and Mr. Vest, helped me a lot during my rough patches, whether they realize it or not. As a student, I didn't really say much at all. Mr. Brown still tells a story about when I had cabling class with him today. They encouraged me to do well. They challenged me, showed me I can do things that I didn't think I could do, like participate in Skills USA, which is a technical skills competition, and do well. After my first competition, I told myself I would never say no to a good opportunity. By having that attitude, I got a part-time job that later turned into my current full-time job. I'm going to nationals this year for Skills USA, and I'm standing here in front of all of you doing my very first speech outside of a classroom. I'm happier with my life than I have ever been. It's so stressful and hard to balance, but it's even more rewarding. Life came at us, threw us off our ideal track just to see what we would do about it. Look around. All of you are here because you did not give up. Life is tricky. Sometimes it'll knock you down right as you're doing so well, just to see if it can keep you down. I know that each and every one of you are so strong. You're determined and you're strong. You have strong willpower. You know exactly what you want. How do I know? Because you're here today. You've come this far, and I know this is not the end for you. It's still not the end for me. This is just the beginning for all of us. Are you guys ready to hear your names? I know I'm ready to hear mine in May. It's been a long journey for me to finally hear my name and walk on stage to receive recognition for how far I've come with my education, my life. We are not only graduating, but we are starting a new chapter in life. Congratulations to all of you.
Ashley, thank you for sharing part of your life story with us. Ozarks Technical Community College has over 1,000 students in our adult education and literacy program. And this year, we have had 208 students successfully complete all 5 parts of the high school equivalency exam. Those 5 parts include exams over reading, writing, mathematics, science, and social science. With the graduating class of 2016, please stand and make your way to the stage to be recognized and receive your certificates.
She's gonna go around. Cassandra Gardner. Allison Kending. Taylor Turner. Susan Spilljack. Okay. Summer Kellogg. Victoria Steinmark. Kenzie Patino. Maggie Nicholson. Helena Vermillion. Sean Stacy. David Vinner. Annie Turner. Jessica Looney. Mary Beth Callis. LaDawn Hawks. Rihanna Thompson. Rebecca Strom. Courtney Richardson. Heather Fox. Lindsay Owensby.
How are you?
Jody Tyndall. Millie Smith. Natasha Mursky. Faith Campbell. Jonathan Higgins. Michael Tinderland. Josiah Cheddar. Tabitha Miller. Richard Woodard. Logan Gates. Robert Pinkman. Christy Petty. Paige Anderson. Walter Granger. Jessica Chappelle. Anna Peterson. Megan Eslin. Christopher Willock. Cassandra Young. Derek Pratt. Brandy Risted Collins. Lauren Goddard. Joseph Dukes. Scott Patrick. Doug Maloney. Stephanie Holscher. Corey Williams. Michael Porter. Emily Alvarez. Tyler Way. Charles Amat. Timothy Teague. Alyssa Chapman. Sienna Pyle. Alyssa Burdine. Mackenzie Berry. Alicia Keithley. Jessica Gladson. Melissa Schneider. James Fedora. Jimmy Kellison. Zach Simpson. Cassandra Alder. Amber Maddock. Micah Atwood. Jonathan Blue. Jonathan Jones. Mason Anderson. Andrew Strootkamp. Joshua Folks. Eddie Volner. Veronica Volner. Christina Jackson. Victoria Dill. Cammie Freeman. Robbie Ann Swinson. James Kazee. Robert Johnson. Kimberly Summers. Cara Aguilar Riggs. Sharice Hamilton. Kiana Sarton. Kayla Scott. Carrie House. Charity Snow.
Congratulations, graduates. I want you all to relish your accomplishment today. But tomorrow, I encourage you to start making plans to continue your education. To help you get started on your path to a college degree, OTC offers each of you a high school equivalency transition scholarship for a free 3-credit-hour college course. A certificate for this transition scholarship is included with your diploma that you receive this evening. Please take advantage of this opportunity, and I hope to see you in your first college class next semester. Because the recessional is an important part of the ceremony honoring our graduates, I ask that the audience please remain in place until the graduates have exited. Thank you for coming, and please stand to honor your graduate as they leave the auditorium.